Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the American League's Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves.
He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Luis Gohara, the Brazilian-born pitcher, is on the mound to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
At the plate, Darren Norman. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Houston, right fielder, Darren Norman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And there's the first out.
Batting second, second baseman, Matt Duffy.
At the plate, Matt Duffy. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Gohara has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Torres moving to his right, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth,
Striding in for Houston, Trevor Story. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1 on its way. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a three-run homer.
Francis Martes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Off to a flying start in this one.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the...
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. An inning in the books, no score here on the show. Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Center fielder, George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Springer on at first, nobody out. Taking off is Springer, grounded to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Standing in now, Geronimo Peralta. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Now the 1-0. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
In now, Cam Gallagher. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Nope. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
He loses him on ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So here now is the pitcher, Francis Martes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Two out with the man at first. A ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Now the 1-0. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. The 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Hernandez. One down.
Batting set.
Now at the plate, Bradford Robinette. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 0-1 the count. And that misses. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim a run has come in to score.
Batting 8. Catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Brantley, trying to keep things going. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0 pitch is taken. Strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in now, George Springer. He singled his last time up. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line towards center field. Robinette patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting. Left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Digging in, Kike Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Now in the box, Geronimo Peralta.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Francis Martes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Astros on top, 2-1. So stepping in, Anthony Rizzo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Anthony Rizzo.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Just missed with a breaking ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 25.
Digging in for his second at bat, Bradford Robinette. Here now the 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping up to the plate, Ozzie Albies, a base hit in his first trip. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Rizzo rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 0-1 the count. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Bauer pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
A pause and the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 4, and we are tied 2-2. Lucas Sims is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for 3rd. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the 5th with a leadoff triple.
Talk about auspicious beginnings. That's the way to start an inning, folks. Drives it into the gap in right center, and you see when it rolls to the wall, he puts it into another gear and legs out a triple. There are a lot of ways to score from 3rd with no outs.
Ready now, Matt Duffy. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and that one stayed too low apparently, and so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The runner in scoring position with none out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And they take the lead. It's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, and it's given the Astros a 4-2 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
The 1-0 home is swung.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. No balls and a strike to count.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit. Ended up throwing the ball across the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robinette has a read on it. One down. Here's George Springer. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Anaya has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. Standing in, Rob Brantley. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. High and deep to right center. Back goes Springer to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
(4-2) our score here as we play inning number 5. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And a relay to the plate, and they will not get him at the plate. The runner's safe, and it's now a 1-run game at 4-3.
Well, there's a bullet base hit to left field right there, D-Row, and there was a terrific play at the plate.
A lot of fundamentals were on display right there, Dan. Nice throw home from the left fielder, and nice aggressive send by the third base coach to beat that one.
Hey, a really good base running. Did a good job of cutting that corner around third base. Able to score on that base hit from left field.
No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. This one's down to third. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Ramon Torres.
In now, Ramon Torres. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. Anthony Rizzo would be next. The 3-1. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A runner on first with 2 away. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 4 and the Braves 3. Matt Wisler is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Matt Wisler.
Stepping in now, Cam Gallagher. He swings and grounds it to short. Torres up the middle, and the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Dave Britt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Bobby Pyle will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 60. Bobby
Tony Kemp will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Brad Peacock will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring. David Tang is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Stepping into the box, David Escobar is newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Peacock, a native Floridian. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-0 pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Oh, but he beats it out. Impressive play. Can't quite get it. Now the potential tying run is aboard.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Lerma, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. skied into straightaway right. Pyle waits on it. 2 down. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Johan Camargo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 17, Johan Camargo.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing. A ball and no strikes. Two out with the man at first. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back standing. The 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Another try at 2-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 5-4 Atlanta. Michael Van Buren will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 32.
Arodys Vizcaíno comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 38, Arodys Vizcaíno.
Here's Caleb Coward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Third baseman, Caleb Coward.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Navarro is there for it.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Bobby Pyle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. 1-0 the count. Here it is, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball.
The 3-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Towards second. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Standing in now, David Hang, skied in the air to straightaway left. Van Buren is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Robbie Delgadio is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
Play ball!